Afternoon. Welcome everyone. So today we will discuss how to simulate or how to observe frequency shift gain with the help of Simulink. Okay, fine. So for that I need to share my screen, my entire screen. So now you can see my screen. Okay. So for simulating in Simulink, we need to open MATLAB. So by double clicking on the icon of MATLAB, we can open the MATLAB. So here you all can see this is MATLAB is opening. So we need to wait for a few seconds. So here MATLAB is opening. Now, in my previous video of frequency shift gain, as I have already discussed that how to open a Simulink library. So here I am repeating again that Simulink library we can open by two methods. First of all, uh, we can click on this Simulink library or we can double click on this Simulink library, and by double clicking on that we can open. And secondly, we can do another thing, that is we type in this command window. This is my command window. Here I can type, or we can type Simulink and just enter. We need to wait for a few seconds. See, this is my Simulink library browser. So from here, what we need to do next is we need to create a model file. We need to create a Simulink model file. And for creating a Simulink model file, we can do two things. First of all, we can click on new model from here, and then we need to share. Or secondly, we can click from new Simulink library. Okay. By this process, we can open a Simulink library, or just a second. Or what we can do that just a second. Or we can do another thing, that is this is my Simulink library. We just click on here. Okay. So if we click here, another untitled or unsaved Simulink model open. Now we need to save this file. So from file, save. Here I have already created one folder for MATLAB experiments. So I will give the path FSK. I have already done FSK previously, so I will name this file as FSK1. Sorry, PSK1. Sorry. Now save. Okay. Now this is my PSK Simulink. We can see that I have renamed this model, or I have saved this model in the name of PSK1. Okay, fine. So for the PSK full form is frequency shift gain. Means my frequency, PSK full form is phase shift gain. So phase is shifting 180 degree for 0 and 1. And we know that PSK is a digital modulation technique, and in this digital modulation technique we need one sinusoidal signal for carrier and one digital pulse or the pulse signal for my message signal. So for message signal we need a source, a pulse generator. So from the sources I can get one pulse generator. Let's see, just drag and drop, and we need to change the parameters like this. Amplitude will be 1, period will be 2, that is time period. Time period will be 2, and pulse width will be 50%. Just apply and OK. Second thing we need a sinusoidal wave. Sinusoidal wave for carrier wave. So here we need to change some parameters, that its frequency is 2 pi 2 means one full cycle. Okay. Pi means 180 degree and 2 pi means 360 degree, means one full cycle. Okay. And the sample time will be 0.01. Okay. Apply and OK. Now we need one switch. And before that, we need one constant term, because we know that in the PSK, what happens? Phase changes 180 degrees. So when phase changes, depending on my this pulse or this discrete message signal, phase changes from positive half to negative half. So for the negative half or this phase shift of 180 degree, we need to multiply this sinusoidal wave with a constant of -1. So for that purpose, we need one constant. We will get this from commonly used block, just drag and drop, and change this constant parameter to -1. Okay, apply and OK. And we need to do another thing, that for taking this negative sign, we need to to do a product. So before that, we need one switch. Okay, this is my switch. This switch is basically needed to switch between positive sinusoidal wave and negative sinusoidal wave according to this pulse. When this pulse is in the positive half, we will see the positive sinusoidal wave, and when pulse is negative, then we will see the product of -1 and the sinusoidal wave. So let's connect. And here we need a product. Here we need a product, so we need to multiply. That is, sorry, we need a product. And the input of this product module or input of this product block, one input is -1 and another input is this sinusoidal sine wave. So the output will be a negative sine wave, and it will switch between, and the sorry, it's not connected yet. So the output of this product, that is a negative sine wave, we will connect to the third point of the switch. So now we need to change some switch parameter. So now we need to some switch parameter, that is we need to change its threshold from 0.5. Okay, means 50% of the wave, when it will cross the 50%, and then it will switch between positive side and negative side. And here we need to fix the pulse size. So from this Simulink model configuration, here we can open. Here you can see the type, that is step size, is variable, but we need a fixed step size. So we select the fixed steps, and the value we will make a constant value, that is 0.01. Okay, apply and okay. So to see the output, we need one scope or oscilloscope. So here it is my oscilloscope. We can do two things. We can directly connect the oscilloscope like this, output, and we can see the output. But now we need to simulate, and for that purpose we need to click this run button. It's run. Okay. So double click on the scope. See, this is my output. Okay, this is my output. But if we need to see both the input and output, Then what we have to do? So for seeing both input and output, we can do two things. First of all, if we want to see input and output in two different graphs, for that purpose, see, this is my scope parameter. Click on this. Change this number of axes from 1 to 2. Apply. Okay. By applying on this, we can see these two are the for two different scope output, or this is the two different graphs for two waves, one for input and one for output. So we need to simulate once again, and we need to give the input of scope 2 to the, this is my message signal. Now simulate again. See, we can see this is my input and this is my output. Here we can see in the output how the phase is changing. When the pulse is changing, means when the message signal phase is changing from 1 to 0, it's changing its phase. Again from 0 to 1, it's changing its phase. But if we want to see in a single graph both input and output, then what will we do? For that purpose, we need to do one thing, that is change this parameter from 2 to 1, apply and OK. Okay, then need to delete the string because only we can see that the scope has one output, and then we need to introduce a mask. Okay, drag and drop, and one input of this mask will be the output of the switch, from the switch, that is output signal, and another input will be the message signal or the pulse, and connect these two. Now again run. Okay, now you can see the input and output, both input and output in a single waveform. And as we can see that this this pink line is the input line and this yellow line is the output line. Now if we want to see the input more prominently, then we need to change the line properties by style, line 2, and change the width of the line. Maybe it's 2 or 3. Let's make it 3. Apply and OK. Now you can see this is my input waveform. The pink line is my input waveform of the FSK generator or FSK generator, and this yellow line is the, and we also need to if we also can thicken the yellow line also on style 1, and this is make it 1. Let's say, see, this is the thing. So I hope all of you can understand that how we can observe or how we can simulate the phase shift keying with the help of Simulink, MATLAB Simulink, and we can observe the input and output waveform. Thank you everyone.